Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. I'm Nye.
I'm Mako.
And I finally fixed my freaking headset.
So yeah, guys, he wasn't joking at the end of last episode. That wasn't Trance making fun of things. He couldn't hear us. It was a damn good joke, though.
Yes, that was good.
So 2 more plants have become available. The Gloom Shrooms, which do AoE damage, and the Cattails, which do seeking attacks on anything. They're too expensive for me, though. Unfortunately.
The cattails are really nice.
That's a strategy that I might do, which is just, you found my magic taco! I must have it. I'll give you $1,000. Woohoo, we got $1,000. Why'd I get so much money for a taco?
Because I'm crazy!
And he got some new items in stock, so now he's letting us know about this stuff.
Oh,
But I can't afford it. I really kind of want the twin sunflowers, but, we'll see. Okay, so we're introduced to one of our mini-games now. He and his buddy Harvey Flaxcaster used to break vases when they were bored. Vases. Well, Harvey's out of town, so I'm coming with him. I'm Harvey number 2. Break it like you mean it, Harvey. Okay, so this is the Vase Breaker minigame. So basically all that happens is I click on a vase, and something happens. Sometimes it gives me a plant. Sometimes it throws a zombie at me. I must break all the vases successfully and not die in order to win.
It's a very interesting puzzle game.
Ah, yes, the gourd. I do. You really didn't need to put that last pea shooter there.
Eh.
Ah, the squash. They're another one of the plants that I quite like.
Yeah, they're there to get rid of that plant.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. First, I think the game has too many, but you broke those vases nice and good. Broke them like the time I broke my back digging through those trash cans. Here's some more. Don't break them too fast, because you don't want more zombies than you can handle. So the green ones are guaranteed to give me plants, so I want them first, and then gradually open up the vases that have zombies in them. The problem is this guy will kill me if I don't stop him.
Now,
I was gonna say this is what you want the gourd for.
Yeah, we're just gonna use that right now.
not just any gourd, it's a squash.
I know
the
that is
game made
actually
that
its
joke.
name. I know
Yeah,
that is
that-
actually its name, but that doesn't mean that the joke is any better.
He
Yeah.
has a point.
But it's worth calling it by its name.
I'm not sure if I agree with you on that.
Now, the thing about the squash, it's... if I remember right, and I'm not 100% certain, but I seem to recall it actually does even more damage than the cherries, but it
I'm not
only
sure about
affects
that.
a single tile.
Well, it affects single tile, but affects everything on that tile.
Right. All the AoE things do, but if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure I do, its actual damage is better than that of a cherry, but it pays for this by having such limited range.
By the way, the plant cards on the ground will eventually expire, so you do actually need to use them at some point. Damn. There we go. That's what I'm
Staying undead.
pretty much. So this guy's probably going to get through. Unless I can stop him, which I might be able to. I love that. The surprise. It's fantastic. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Here.
Now that is one of my
Damn it.
favorite weaponized shrooms.
Well, we'll survive anyways, because he's just going to hit the lawnmower. So. Actually, he might not make it.
No.
Nope, he didn't make it.
Oh.
Well, actually, he might. Yeah, he made it.
Yeah.
He made it, like, with 2 hits to spare. But, vroom. And we have gotten the split pea shooter.
It's okay.
I don't think it's really all that useful.
I don't think it really is either.
If you need to use it, you've got problems.
It's
Well, no,
designed
it's-
to counter a specific zombie.
That one.
The problem is, there's lots of other ways to counter that specific zombie.
But not at this point in the game.
Don't you have the jalapeno?
Yeah, but for the same price, the split pea shooter gives me a permanent solution. With
There's-
less cooldown.
Also the squash, which has really low cooldown.
Squash
The
does not
issue
go
I
backwards.
have with the split pea shooter is that's a slot that isn't a three-peater, or a repeater, or a Gatling pea, or a cactus. The best way to deal with them I've found is cattails, though.
But I don't have any of that.
Yeah. You almost have enough cash for one, don't you?
No. Not even close. I have about 4,000 in cash right now. The cattails are 10,000.
That's right. You don't have the other mode. Or you haven't been showing it off at the very least.
I haven't unlocked it yet.
I don't think you get access to it till you've done like the first either when you're near the end or when you've.
I think I need to get through the entire next set of levels first
Yeah.
before I get it.
No, if you start doing mini games, you can get a lot of cash quick.
Well, that I might do. We might spend an episode or two doing mini games, but I was trying to I wanted to show off every level type before I started doing mini games.
You know, that would be fun. I think we should do that, just so you get the cash you need to do the stuff you need.
I mean, I don't really need them. The game can be completed just fine without any of the alternates.
Yeah, but a lot of them are fun, especially cattails. They're something that I've always found not essential. That's not the right word, but really, really, really nice to have.
Yeah. That's what most of the alternate plants are, is just really nice to have.
And the cattails in particular are a favorite of mine.
Sounds about right. I mean, they're fun. They're enjoyable. We'll use them. It's just, they're too expensive for what they do, I think.
I gotta disagree. They can handle airborne zombies, which is nice.
But so can a cactus, which costs less than, I think, a third of what a cattail costs.
And a cattail's primary benefit is it attacks every
All
row.
lanes, yeah.
And that makes it really potent.
But then again, so does a starfruit.
A starfruit does, but in a different method. Cacti focus fire on whatever is closest to you. No, not cacti, cattails. Cattails. Similar pronunciation. That's why I like them so much. I've had, just experimenting, I've completed some of the later levels with nothing but cattails.
The other problem with cattails is that you're spending a lot of money for only a third to a half of the levels in the game.
Yeah.
Puzzle mode has been unlocked. So the thing about split peas is that they fire forwards at the same rate as a pea shooter. They fire backwards the same rate as a repeater. I think that's that's how fast they move. And I need one right now. Here we go.
The reason that a lot of people, me included, think this isn't really that great is because, well, there's only some things that can even get behind them in the first place. The things you'd really like them for, they're going to eat them first.
Yeah. Well, the other thing you got to remember about split peas and all of the things that are like them is that if you need them, you really need them.
Yeah, they're a hard counter.
Yeah.
The only issue that I have is, again, they're a hard counter for something that I feel doesn't need one.
Well, for instance, that miner, if I hadn't been able to take it out, it would have taken out my entire row.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is that. If you need a split pea shooter, if you don't put it down, you lost your entire row.
Yeah. And there is that. But everyone plays this game differently. I've said it before, I'll say it again. And that's the beauty of it. Because everyone plays it differently, and everyone has their own unique strategies, You get things like that. Some people who believe a specific plant is really great, some who don't think it's great. And
don't get me
I
wrong.
don't think anyone in particular here is right or wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I do not think split pea shooters are good. I just think that they're better than certain alternatives.
Like the starfruit, which is
No,
really...
we're using the starfruit.
You like that?
Nope. But we're gonna
Oh.
use them this. We're gonna use them this run.
The one thing I like about them is that they're not much more expensive than a repeater,
Yeah.
or than a pea shooter rather. If they cost the same as a pea shooter, I think I'd like them a lot more than I do.
Yeah, I think that's probably a big thing about it, is that if the starfruit were to be better at what they did, actually, I want that.
If it either fired faster or better,
And folks, you're going to see what we mean about the starfruit. The starfruit is one of the weirdest plants we have available to us. They can be incredible, but the only time they're incredible is when you've screwed up so badly that there are zombies, like,
on
at
your
your
lawn.
gates. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you've reached that point, starfruit are amazing. But I'll show them off. It's a strategy that I said I wasn't particularly going to like doing, and then someone asked me to do strategies that I wasn't sure I liked. So, we'll do them. They're not too hard to set up, and they're pretty inexpensive. The problem is, the big deal about starfruit is that they're meant, again, to take out enemies behind you, so miner zombies. And, the problem with this is that I need to know where the miner zombies are coming from. So we gotta kind of keep an eye on them, because the starfruit right now is my only way of shooting backwards.
Yeah. Now, they are nice because of their multi-row coverage. I will say that.
Yep.
It's just... I don't know. They're just not for me.
So the thing about starfruit is that they shoot in a star-shaped pattern. They shoot in every direction the arms point. So, that's kind of nice, because you get a lot of different directional coverage off of them. The problem with that is that they shoot only in the directions the arms point. So, for instance, they don't shoot directly in front of them. So, if you're going to use starfruit, you have to use other starfruit to cover your starfruit.
And the word starfruit no longer has any meaning.
Oh, yeah. But let's show off a starfruit, because I've built my basic defenses already. Let's toss you here. So the first one we'll toss down is we'll toss this guy down right here. That seems like a good place to put him. They recharge very, very quickly, is also nice. Okay, so see how he's shooting in a lot of different directions? So he's covering other lanes for me, which is nice. But the problem is he's not covering directly in front of him, which is kind of a pain. But if you put two starfruit together, they become a little bit more of a force to be reckoned with. I'm not going to say it's the most amazing thing I could be having, but it's pretty darn useful.
They'd be better if they pierced, or...
They'd be too good if they pierced.
They're just... That's really what it is. They're either not good enough, but if you change them, they're too good.
Yeah. That's pretty true about them. But one thing they are really nice at is they do a line shot up and down. So it means that if zombies are getting past your defenses, the starfruit's going to take care of it. But as you saw, that starfruit went down without a peep. Like, it could not defend itself, which is kind of a problem. Toss this guy right here. That
Peeps
said...
are tasty.
Oh god, I cannot stand those things. I think they're probably one of the most disgusting things that have ever been invented, to be honest with you.
They're not for everyone, but that's okay, because I'm not everyone. I'm me, and I like peeps.
And the less we eat his peeps, the more peeps he gets.
Actually, I like
Everybody
making them
wins.
joust. That's what it is.
Everybody wins, except for, the losers. But screw them.
Yeah, nobody cares for the losers.
One of the best things I've ever done is... You guys know what peep jousting is, right?
Nope.
Okay, peeps, being marshmallows, expand rapidly in a microwave.
Oh, God.
So you take two peeps, you put them on a paper plate next to each other, and you stick toothpicks in them. The first peep to impale the other is the victor of the jousting match.
We've told you that there's something wrong with you, right?
Multiple times, I hope.
I've done mounted combat with these by putting them on top of Malomars.
How can you stomach these things afterwards? I mean, I can't even stomach peeps normally, but you're doing
Hot marshmallow is delicious. I like marshmallows.
These aren't marshmallows; these are peeps.
Yeah, peeps are made of marshmallows.
I'm
sorry,
not sure I
going to have
agree
to
with
side-
you.
I'm going to have to side with Nye on this one. Whatever it is that they're made out of, it ain't marshmallow.
It's a marshmallow-like substance substitute.
Marshmallow-like. That is the key term here. Marshmallow-like.
I like them. Piss off.
Okay, so here you're starting to see this is what starfruit are good for. When you start piling them up, they start doing stupid. They also they're also good because they fire particularly quickly. They don't do a lot of damage though. They're meant to be piled.
Yeah, when you've got a shitload of them like this, they can be really good, but the same holds true for just about anything.
Yeah. I mean, that is something specifically about starfruit, is that they don't do anything better than anyone else. Oh, nice. Kill him, please. Thank you. I'm sitting here looking at him spinning the crank, going, well, we're boned. Now, this gets particularly amusing when you get to, like, endless mode with, doing starfruit like this, because just all the bullets everywhere.
I will say, I think I'd like starfruit more if they did one thing that they don't.
Shot faster.
If they shot continuously while rotating.
Oh, yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
That way you couldn't tell where the fuck the bullets were gonna be, but you know they'd be somewhere.
Yep. Well, the idea is that if you put down enough starfruits, if you layer the entire map with them, basically, the bullets will be everywhere.
Yeah, but
Like, that's
not
the strategy.
as cool of a way.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. But, like, it covers this nonsense right here. And every lane is being taken care of right now. They ended up kind of tearing through everything, actually. And that's the map. Come on, go ahead and die. You two are the only left. Yeah, starfruit, they're kind of weird. Kind of fun, though. What did we gain? Ah, there's the pumpkin.
Now that, once
That is a
that
good plan.
joins my list of plants,
It never
it's a
comes
permanent
off.
resident.
Okay,
Like,
we're gonna do one more.
I don't get a seventh plant socket. I get a dedicated, unchangeable pumpkin hole.
Okay, so we have just gotten the Pogo Zombie. The Pogo Zombie is another one of the zombies that jumps over things. I think it actually can jump over tall nuts, if I remember correctly.
I think so, but it loses its pogo stick if it does. Or are they the one that don't lose their stick until it's
I
damaged?
don't think they do, actually. Oh, but we haven't encountered them yet, so I can't get details on them.
Oh, that's what it is. You can rip their stick away with a magnet.
But we haven't gotten that yet.
Yeah.
It's another one of those, well, we haven't gotten that yet, so... things. We're gonna do that.
You
we're
can
gonna
do this.
that.
We don't have this. Fuck.
Yeah. We're gonna do that.
Now, I am curious as to one thing.
Uh-huh.
Do you like to replace your, Oh, I see. Never mind. Or, no, in daylight levels, rather. Do you prefer to use the pea shooter, the repeater, or the cactus as your basic fruit?
You mean as like the most basic one, the cheapest one?
Yeah.
Generally pea shooter. I usually skip repeater. I don't know why. I feel that the repeater does not significantly increase over what a regular pea shooter does to warrant the price.
It's twice as good for twice the price.
So
And
what
see,
you're telling me is it's not. No.
Oh, I understand. And, like I said, viewers, make sure you play this game
shit.
if you
Hold on.
can. Like,
I knew there's something I forgot.
It's barely a tenner nowadays, so you don't have much.
Actually, I think you can play it for free.
yeah, even if they're not doing it for free right yet, one thing that I do know for sure is, last Halloween, this is kind of awesome, the Plants vs. Zombies team just gave it away.
Mhm.
Like, literally, they had a printout sheet full of this little code, and it was the same code for every sheet. And anyone who put in the code got it for free.
There's, as I said, but yeah, it's usually pretty cheap. You can get it reasonably easily. Something I've been wondering when we should probably just make mention of. There is a sequel, but it's not
Only
for
on
the
the
PC, only on iPhones. Or
And it's pay to win.
Yeah, it is pay to win, which is why I have been mentioning it.
I'm not sure I would take offense to that assertion. I've never seen any of the pay to win stuff. You can pay to get access to the other levels, or you can learn how to actually play the game.
But there's certain plants that you can't get unless you pay for them, stuff like that. Which I'm not cool with, honestly. And if the reviews I have been reading are true, there's some really basic plants.
It's designed to make you really want to pay for them.
Yeah.
Like, it'll start, from what I was told and from what I saw in the review, it starts unleashing these really hard zombies at you and then saying, you should really use this plant against them. Click here to get this plant. You click, and it's like, are you sure you want to pay $10 for it? And it's like,
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't think it's $10, but...
No.
yeah, I know it's not.
But it's, the thing is, it's saying, hey, you should spend money on this, and you already spent money on it, you bought the game.
Actually, the game is free.
Is it? Oh, okay, never mind.
That's
Never mind
the
on that,
thing.
but...
Like, it is possible to play through the entirety of the game without spending a cent. However, the catch, however, is that if you are playing, without paying a cent, then there are certain prerequisites it makes you get that it would not make you get otherwise.
And that sticks.
Well, it's a star. It does this whole star rating thing for levels.
Oh, crap.
Oh crap! It does the whole star rating thing that some games do, and if you do not have like a sufficient star rating, you can either buy access to like the last couple of levels without having to have the star rating. Otherwise, you have to have a certain minimum total star rating to get access to those levels.
And that's not what I'm not cool with. It's you can either pay to get to the places you want, or you can go through this convoluted series of requirements to earn that.
Yeah, well, that's standard. See, I can see where people might have problems with it, but that's kind of standard to the model. And again, like this is part of what I studied, so
It's the model people don't like is the thing.
Yeah.
You can say it's standard to the model, that's fine, but if it's the model that people are upset with, then, By the way, people might be wondering what that pumpkin is that me and Trance are so enamored with that we were so happy that I got. The pumpkin just adds hit points to whatever the hell is inside of it.
And a shitload of them at
Yeah.
that.
So basically, this tall nut becomes this...
Damn near immortal.
Yeah, it's just like this unstoppable thing that just sits here and just goes, so, were you planning on doing something to me at this point? Now, the thing about it is that you can also replace the pumpkin independently of replacing the tall nut. So, if the pumpkin is dying, you just replace the damn thing, and that's it.
Of note, a pumpkin over a torchwood is, if you're using torchwoods at all at least, an excellent defensive measure.
Yeah, the pumpkin can be used on anything. It doesn't have to be used on, It doesn't have to be used on a tall nut.
And if you find yourself with excess sun as the game goes on, it's worth using not on anything, but on everything.
Yep. So you notice these 3 zombies are just sitting here munching. They broke through the pumpkin first and gave me enough time to get tall nut off of cooldown. And which is giving this one 3-peater enough time to kill things in this lane that I couldn't have killed otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty good stuff.
Pumpkins, they're just one of the best things in the game.
And also, we're giving, zombies their requisite fruit for the day.
Pumpkins
Well-
aren't fruit, they're gourds.
Part of your recommended daily allowance of fruits, vegetables, and brains.
Yeah, that. We're still trying to get the last guys to go down. Oh, this is terrible. I should never have let it get this far, but it's happening. I think there's one guy left here. It's our creative zombie.
Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
There we go. And we have unlocked the magnet shroom. But that's going to be it for us today, guys. When we see y'all next time, we're going to see what the hell a magnet shroom does. And maybe do some
why
mini
we love
games.
it.
I'm not sure about why we love it. We'll see y'all next time.
Later, viewers.